God. Oh?
I'm sorry, I can't tell. It's
How, by the way, how is Watson gonna read these papers? Does he just write down exactly what's on it?
yeah.
I can see that. Fucking Watson. There we go. Two documents. Both of the fucking testimonies.
There, all done. Holmes couldn't have done better
Right.
himself.
Alright. The testimony of Elong. On the morning of the murder, the witness was passing down Hanbury Street at about 5:30 a.m. She states she heard the clock at the Black Eagle Brewery. She saw a man and a woman in front of number 29. She described the man as follows: 40 years old, 5 feet 3 inches, brown deerstalker hat, dark jacket, dark hair, and a mustache, dark face, possibly a foreigner. The witness only saw the man from behind. The term foreigner is often associated with a person of Jewish origin. Why button. Testimony of A. Kaddish. The witness resides at 27 Hanbury Street, which adjoins number 29 of the same street. On the morning of the murder, the witness entered the yard at 5:20 a.m. He heard voices coming from the backyard of number 29. The only word he could make out already was no. He re-entered the house, but went back out about 4 minutes later, whereupon he heard a thudding noise against the fence. He then left for work. It was 5:32 when he passed in front of the Special Fields Church. What are you doing?
Oops.
Stop mashing
An
buttons.
old report on arrests that took place a few years
You
earlier.
looked at the trash. Alright, now leave. You can come back and get that guy's report later.
Yep. Now I go to the doctor.
Yep. What do you... Right bumper.
I figured it out.
Wrong place. Just turn around.
Good evening, Mr. Solomonovich.
Good evening, Doctor. What a pleasure to see you again.
Have you finished converting the harnesses?
Yes, just now. I got a little behind because of all the commotion.
Commotion?
Don't you start. 3 days ago, the very afternoon that you passed by, there was a chase throughout the neighborhood. Hundreds of people were chasing one man, claiming he was responsible for the murders these last few days. Schmonz! It was awful. I hope those maniacs didn't catch him. Better the police should.
Tell me, did John Pizer turn himself in to the police?
Things unfolded as they should. Look in the newspaper, the Daily News from today.
Farewell, Isaac.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Now to the clinic. There's a good reason why the public acceptance of the maniac theory should be endorsed and encouraged. At present, there is a real danger in Whitechapel of turning opinion in quite another direction. Improbable rumors containing the worst elements of fantasy were inciting a hatred of Jews more abhorrent than which is caused by religious fanaticism. Following the police investigations into the circumstances surrounding the murder of Annie Chapman in Whitechapel, several men were arrested yesterday, among whom a Polish Jew named Pizer, apprehended not far from the scene of the crime. Pizer was released last evening.
I randomly do that at random times. Okay, here, bye.
I don't like the look of you. Come on, you gotta look down sometimes, man.
I don't like looking down.
Well, you need to get over that. This is a first-person game. Well, it's faster in first person. Pull out the harnesses. Or not.
Good evening, Dr. Gibbons.
Dr. Watson.
Can I say goodbye?
Yes.
Well, farewell, Doctor.
Goodbye, Dr.
That was a
Watson.
very quick conversation.
I must retrieve Sickert's cane at all costs.
Yes, Doctor?
Did you keep the cane we spoke of last time?
I was going to sell it tomorrow, would you believe, having not heard word.
Here are your harnesses, Doctor.
They are top quality, I'd say. Definitely worth the price of this walking stick. Here, it's yours.
I like his voice.
Do you have any
Very
foremen here?
distinguished.
No, definitely not. They have it in university hospitals to conserve anatomical
Sounds like a
specimens
guy
in
that
jars.
would
But in a little clinic like mine, we don't keep anything but bad memories.
you know what I'm saying? Be reading somebody's shit off
farewell,
of audiobooks.
Goodbye, Dr. Watson.
While I'm here,
I must go to Miss
Miss
Bellows.
Bellows. What are you doing?
ask me about the meds.
Yes, Doctor?
Oh, the pills, that's right.
While I'm
Could
here.
you tell me what type of pill this is?
Yes, we have those here. It's not
Remember.
really a medication. We give them to
What do you mean
patients
while you're
with
here? What are you
chronic
talking about?
respiratory conditions like tuberculosis.
Did you have a patient by the name of Annie Chapman, the woman killed 3 days ago?
Indeed, she came in the morning of her death. Poor woman.
Did you give her these pills?
Yes, now that I think of it. She actually came in twice. The first time I gave her an almost empty container without making her pay. She came back during the day and said she dropped the container and stepped on the pills. She wanted to know if I could give her more again without paying. I refused. After she left, a patient who was there told me that he lives at the same place and confided that she had been lying. He saw the pills fall in the tenement's communal kitchen, but the woman immediately wrapped them up in a piece of paper.
Where did this paper come from?
According to this man, she'd found it near the chimney in the kitchen.
Anyone could have thrown that paper there. That envelope can't have anything to do with the murder.
Pardon, Doctor?
Nothing. I was just talking to myself. Well, farewell, Doctor.
Goodbye, Dr. Watson.
I must go to Miss
I
Bellows.
understand that.
Watson, don't you talk to me like that.
And I have to do it.
What? Oh, well.
Out of the way, I don't like the look of you.
Pull out the cane. Don't forget that.
Good evening, Ma'am.
Looking ass.
Your door was open. Isn't that a little dangerous?
Hello, Doctor. Don't worry, if the looks of anyone who
Hey
enters
there,
doesn't
neighbour.
please me,
Can I
me
just let
and my
myself in?
pistol know how to convince them to leave.
I found the cane that was stolen from your client. Here it is.
Doctor, you are a real saint, I can see that. I'll finally be able to present my bill to this damned painter. If by chance you see him, tell him that a little surprise awaits him here.
You told me you would give me some information on this Dr. Tumblety.
Agreed. He's a Canadian or an American. He parades from time to time through the neighbourhood in a 50-guinea suit and acts like a doctor. But for business, he isn't worth it. This damn Yankee hates women. The few times that he was approached by the girls, he spit on them, all the while hurling insults. It would seem that he was hunting for the bad boys. He's looking for trouble, that animal.
Oh
Does he
boy!
frequent any pub in particular?
Aye, the Wasp's Nest on Burner Street, I think. A seedy spot even by our standards.
Do you happen to know Annie Chapman, the poor woman who was killed 3 days ago?
Dark Annie? Like all the drifters in the area, I've seen her once or twice. With respect to the dead, Annie really was the bottom of the barrel.
What do you mean?
Well, in our profession, the pretty young ones go out when night has barely fallen and don't have a problem finding takers. But poor girls like Annie or Polly Nichols, who aren't as tender and are often sick, sometimes trudge around for a whole night in the cold and the rain before landing a client. And that doesn't help their appearances either. They don't have much choice about paying for a bed for a few hours, a glass of gin or a hot meal.
How terribly sad.
Hey, looks good in
That's
the
the
dark,
price
huh?
of survival in Whitechapel, my
look
angel.
better when it's
One
darker.
of our girls knew Annie for some time. They bought some jewellery on the
horrible?
black market, I
The
think.
song is supposed to look better in the dark.
Jewellery?
Pretty
How could
sure.
Annie Chapman have possibly afforded jewellery?
Oh no, it's even better when I'm drunk.
Luxuries for a woman are always relative to her condition, Doctor. As a matter of fact, it was real cheap junk. Annie got 3 assorted brass rings, I think. It's been said I have a memory for jewellery.
How is Lucy keeping?
She's doing well, Doctor. But believe me, it won't last. Rare are the girls who can build a future in our profession.
Very well, I shall let you get back to work, Mark.
See you soon, my love.
Alright, so now we need to frequent the wasp nest. Hey, look at that! 30 minutes in, not bad. Better than last time.
The
Now, this is where the
Wasp's
fuck
Nest.
up happens.
This pub looks
You know
even
where it
more
is, though, right?
disreputable than the Golden Lion in Baker Street.
You should know.
It's in the dark where nobody should travel. That.
I'll tell you, you just stop and just wait.
Good evening, sir.
It'll be the coup of my career.
Governor said.
Ha! You'll make loads of dosh of the paper.
That dosh.
You're a journalist?
That's so. Tom Bulling at your service. The Whitechapel ferret. The wizard with the scoop.
With the,
You
he's the
don't
wizard
appear
with the
to be in a state to write
He's
anything,
on
my
you.
friend.
You're mistaken.
He's got
Whiskey
the
passes
scoop.
through the blood and turns into ink. Simple. You see, mugs and inkwells are all the same.
Don't you think you should settle your tab and go home?
My red ink? Where's my red ink? I won't even pay half a halfpenny if they don't return my red ink. It's my blood you hear.
So drunk.
Very well, I'll be on my way.
Oh, excuse me.
Good evening,
Sir,
sir.
sir.
Well, I know you.
Take it to the room.
We met at Miss Pullman's.
Take it to that
the
other
day.
part of side of town,
So you
please.
come to slum it in Whitechapel, eh?
Straight slumming it, dog.
Do you know Dr. Tumblety, a Canadian or American chap? Quite an extravagant dresser. Frequents this pub now and then.
Are you
Intimate.
intimate?
No. What do
Watson,
you
you
mean by
don't
that?
sound too
Oh,
not guilty.
nothing at all. I just wanted to prove my discretion concerning this man, in so much and so far as I know him. You wouldn't like it if one day the tables were turned and everyone was talking about why you were in the bar. Isn't that so?
You'd like that, wouldn't
As
you?
it happens, I saw Miss Pullman recently. She told me that she couldn't wait to see you again.
Yeah.
She said something
Oh.
about a surprise that is waiting for you at her
Watson, you
establishment.
dick.
Why, that is some of the best news I've heard, my friend. As thanks, I would like to let you in on a secret. The man that you were talking about, and whom I happen to know by sight, passed by and went through that little door that you see over there. Another man let him in. They weren't together for more than a few minutes, to be sure, eh?
Hey.
Well, I will continue my search.
Ah, love.
Okay, bye.
But what is this person trying to imply? This matter is beyond me.
Ah.
This is the sink where the barmaid puts the glasses to soak. Look, red ink. What's that doing here? The bottle is closed. There must still be some ink inside, and it looks like a glass. The barmaid must have put ink into the sink by mistake.
To the sink.
Right. Do I get in your way? Me?
Fuck you. I'm doing this for you.
If you'll excuse me, sir.
Asshole. Ah, shit.
You're the best. The boss told me. My red ink.
Where's
Where
she be?
Where's she been?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Very well, I'll be on my way.
You're terrible at this.
I'm sorry.
And you did it again.
No!
You're the best.
Very well.
There you go.
Third time's the charm, I guess.
You're the
Yes.
best. The boss told
At
me.
least I didn't have to search
My
for
red
it.
ink.
Just because I found it
Well-
last time.
Where's she be?
And I knew where it was.
I found your red ink, my friend. You should settle up and head home.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. the spring-heeled phantom will be revived.
Yeah, after you fucking take your ass to sleep.
Alright. Did you leave anything?
No.
Greetings, my good man. Could I have a pint?
He's mean.
Yeah?
Here, Gov.
I've been told that Dr. Tumblety might be found around
Could've
here.
just skipped.
Is that
You
so?
could've just skipped a whole
I
bunch of
don't do
dialogue.
a roll call of all the drunkards here. I've got my hands full just making sure I get their money.
Paid up.
Here you go. It's on the journalist, my friend.
I owe you one. The next one is on me. What'll it be?
Obviously, the
Nothing,
drink that I didn't
thanks.
drink.
But I may need your help. Listen, my friend. I would like you to let me in the door over there.
You're a bobby. A peeler?
Absolutely not, my friend. I am a doctor.
Fine. I owe you this at least. There's a bloke behind that door there. No pity Bluto. Let's just say he wants to lay low for a moment. So I don't think he'll be opening the door just now. Unless... Tell him you have word from Squibby. They'll open the door. But who can say what'll happen when the door closes?
Goodbye, my friend.
Oi! That's
Whoa.
She's
it!
so mean.
Holy hell!
Let me in. I have news from Squibby. But stay calm.
Just had that.
Just stay calm.
And who are you? Where's Squibby? He's out.
To be honest, I don't actually know this Squibby chap. I was actually wondering if you knew Dr. Tumblety, a Canadian or American fellow. He came in...
Sure we know him.
Excellent. Can you...
You know about gas?
I'm afraid not. I am a doctor.
Then I ain't interested. You can be leaving now. But if I find out who snitched to the peelers, I'll find you. Got it?
But I can pay you for...
Keep your coins for the paupers, or one of the gas boys who ain't afraid of nothing and knows how to hold his tongue. You bring him to me, I'll meet with you.
Okay, Shrek. Now where to? Where are you going? Do you even know where you're going? Police station. See? You didn't remember.
One thing. Fuck you, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to him.
May I introduce myself? I'm Dr. Watson. I am...
You wouldn't be the chap what writes the detective stories in that there paper?
Well, yes, indeed, my stories have been published in the Strand.
Go, blimey, wanna tell me old mum?
It would seem your testimony is the subject of some debate. Could you tell me what it was about?
Let me tell you, I'm a bit befuddled about the times that I told them. But it can't be so. I knows what I sees and what I don't sees that morning.
What did you see, or what didn't you see? And at what time, would you say?
I'll tell you this for nothing. It's me old mum who lives at the house where the body was found out back in the garden. She has her shop at the bottom to the right of the stairs. Her door was broken down not too far back because it's a real zoo it is. Right, the morning it happened, I head that way to see if me old mum has finally had the place broken into. It was 4:45 when I got there. That I'll swear on me dear old mum's life. I had a look round to see if the cellar had been taken. No. I had a little sit down on the stairs by the courtyard because me shoes were causing me no end of pain and I had a cut and all. I didn't seize a single thing below the steps, Doctor. Not one single thing. If there was some bird all covered in blood, tain't no how I could have missed that,
Subtitles
even if it were night
with
time.
what this guy's saying
Right.
is not making.
5
it's not
minutes
matching
after
up.
getting to number
No,
29,
I've noticed
I
that
had to click
doesn't
off.
everybody.
I know,
And
it's
now they
fucking
tells me
irritating.
that either I can't tell time no more, or I was fixing me loafer next to a stiff that was still steaming. All right then, evening, gents.
Hey.
Look at him casually strut off.
Do I have to talk to the police officer?
No. And you just did anyway.
Yes, Doctor?
Well, I guess you could talk to him.
So, how far along are the investigations into these 2 recent murders?
Everyone around here believes both crimes were committed by the same man. But as for the Hanbury Street and Bucks Row crimes, nobody has heard or seen a thing.
By the way, Have you heard of a Dr. Tumblety?
No. Is it important?
Yes. Well, no, maybe. Actually, I don't know. I have heard about this man, his frequent nocturnal outings and bizarre behavior.
What does this chap look like, Doctor? And where can we find him?
The last I heard was that he was staying at Finley's place, the man who was looking for me a few days ago.
It would greatly assist us